Welcome back to Cape Chronicle. I'm Mike Renick. The Southeast Missouri Rotary Club service has a lot to offer when it comes to the community. And here with us is Linda Puchbauer to give us some more insight. Hello, Linda.
Hello, Mike.
How you doing?
Wonderful. So happy to be here.
Well, it's great to have you. You know, if the theme of this show is volunteerism and finding fun in volunteering, just spoke with our friends at SEMO Pets, and if anybody knows you, they know that you volunteer a lot.
I do.
You are involved in a lot of things. We're going to talk about Rotary, but just like, you know, right off the bat, like for you, what is it about volunteering that lights that fire for you?
Volunteering is just part of my life. I don't know what my life would be like if I didn't have people to take care of, organizations to take care of. It's just in me. I got it from my mom. She was a volunteer extraordinaire, and I'm following in her footsteps.
Well, you're doing her a wonderful honor with all that you do, and I know you're obviously a big supporter of Southeast Missouri State, Southeast Athletics.
Yes.
I see you around in so many spaces, giving of your time. So
yes.
Thank you for all that you do for our area.
You're welcome.
So let's talk about Rotary. What are Rotary clubs?
Well, Rotary clubs are members of Rotary members.
Okay.
Rotary members are the important part, because the Rotary members are what have the big hearts, do the service, volunteer, and give back to our community.
And you've been in Rotary for several years now.
Over 22 years.
Over 22 years.
Yes.
So what kind of first drew you into the Rotary?
Well, in the year 2000, Rotary chose me to send to England to live for 5 weeks and study the British culture on behalf of Rotary.
Wow.
As a group study exchange. And when I got back, you are expected to join Rotary, which I did.
Not a
2
bad
years
trade-off.
later.
Not a bad trade-off.
Not a bad trade-off. But that is how I got started with Rotary, was that first experience of a group study exchange.
Wow. Well, that's quite a way to start things.
Yes.
And so that was for 5 weeks, you said, over
Yes.
in England or Europe or just
We were in
general?
Cornwall, England,
Okay.
the Isles of Scilly, and Devon, England.
Okay. Wow. Well, that would be quite a way to start things off.
It was.
And 22 years later, you've been involved, and you know, I know there's a lot of service clubs throughout Southeast Missouri, and they each kind of have, you know, the something that they champion. You know, like this.
Right.
This is going to be what it is that our club is about. You know, with the SEMO Rotary Club, if I can call it that,
Yes.
which is a new chapter. Is that correct?
We just celebrated our 4-year birthday.
Your 4-year birthday.
Yes.
Fantastic. So with that SEMO Rotary chapter, what is your main focus? What are you there to help with the most?
Instead of having meetings, we do service to our community. So a traditional Rotary Club has weekly meetings, just as other organizations.
Sure.
We choose to have service projects as opposed to having meetings.
And those are weekly, or they could be at certain points throughout a given month?
We could have 5 in 1 week. We could have none the next week. We help the community where it's needed at that moment.
Okay. So what would be some examples of service projects you've had recently?
Well, let's see. We do so many, it's hard to...
Yeah.
I'll just pick out a couple.
Yeah, sure.
So we partner with the SEMO Food Bank, which I know that's your next guest.
It is. That's correct.
We have mobile food pantries. We volunteer on food packing days. That's just one
Okay.
place.
Okay.
Our Rotary Club is very passionate about helping veterans. So this past Veterans Day, we had 2 floats in the parade carrying veterans on both of the
Wow.
floats. And this next Veterans Day, we're going to have 3 floats. So we're going to carry as many veterans as we can on the floats in the parade to honor them for their service.
That's fantastic. I'm getting ready to ask you what has been the most rewarding. I mean, that may be it, but I don't want to answer for you.
That's pretty rewarding.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at some of those projects, so we've got that one. You know, what other ones maybe stick out?
We also helped with Halloween at the Missouri Veterans Home. So we handed out candy and bought candy and helped the veterans give out candy. And we do a lot of trash pickup, park days and that type thing. We just, whoever needs help, we help them.
You look for the need.
We look for the need.
Yeah. So if someone wants to get involved, let's say specifically with your chapter, how would they get involved?
Well, they could call me at 573-579-9605. They could also go to our website, rotarysemoservice.org, or just find me.
And you're easy to be found.
Yes.
If there's an event happening somewhere, you're typically there. I think I saw you last at the, was it the Superheroes Luncheon, I believe?
I dressed up as Superwoman.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was fun.
All right, so we talked about a little bit about the veterans. If there's one exciting project coming up that you're just super excited about, would that be it, or you have another one on the horizon?
We do have a charity dog show coming up.
Okay.
That's on April the 12th.
Okay.
At 11 a.m. and it's Uptown Jackson on the old courthouse lawn. And that is the only fundraiser that we have during the year. So it's not a pedigree dog show. It is prettiest eyes, waggiest tail, best dressed, most looks like your owner. It's fun categories like that.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right, well, Linda, that is going to do it for us today. We appreciate you being here and all that you do for our community.
Thank you.
Linda Puchbauer. Coming up next, we have